Hello guys, how are you today? Frankly, this has been a sick week for me. I've been sick all week and am just now starting to get a little bit of my energy back. Want to get a video done for y'all. So let's see what happens. This is a new journal that I just made. It's a large journal. It's 14 inches by 10 inches, and it's from an old scrapbook that my mom had that was full of photos and cards, and it was falling apart, disintegrating. So I took all of that out. I'm going to do something else with those at some point, but for now I've used the front and the back to make this journal, and excited about it. It is full of my painted papers. I have a workshop, OK to Play. I'd love for you to check it out. It's online, and in it we paint papers and we do a lot of other stuff too. But these are a lot of papers from my painting papers, also full of papers that are just miscellaneous things, wallpaper, some maps, scrap paper that I have around. I'm big on using the paper we have. There's so much of it. So I'm just going to take you on a quick sped up tour through this book and pick out what page that I want to use today. So let's just kind of go through here and see what we have. So there's a little tour through that book. These scrapbooks, or these journals that I'm making, they kind of lend themselves to pick out a page to work on. You know, if you're working in just blank page journal, you're just going to take the next one and the next one. But I'm finding with these, I really got to kind of think about it. Now, right now, I'm leaning towards working on either this one. There's something going on there. It looks like a big old eye. And this is a monoprint that I did. I'd like to do monoprints, not for their quality, but just for getting shape and color down on a piece of paper in a different way. Another one I'm looking at is this one over here. This definitely has got a sun there going on. Of course, when I get into these, sometimes it changes to something else, but I'm seeing that right now. So probably one of those. I'm going to think about this a while, and I'm going to kind of get my thoughts together, get a little energy going, and we'll come back and work on probably one of those 2 pages. Well, I think I'm done with this little guy. He was sure fun. We could see that there was an eye there and a possible bird, and that's what I went with. Wasn't sure what to do with all those little circles there, but so I made more circles, and it turned into a lot of circles and swirls, which the title "I Am Hiding, Can You See Me" came from. His eyes a circle. He's all these circle flowers or whatever, circle plume in his hair, and these flowers or whatever over here. So lots of camouflage. And he's cute. He was a lot of fun. Used a lot of my paper tape. I use paper tape a lot. You've seen in my other videos. This up here on the flowers, what I use, I take labels. Just your Avery labels, and paint them, and then peel them off and stick them down. Now sometimes if you're doing something in a journal, it's okay, but if it's going to be a piece of artwork that's going to be hung on the wall, as I've said before, always seal it down good with acrylic sealer of some kind, just to secure. But that's what those are there. Another thing you saw me go into, excuse me, is this little board, and this is where I take my paper tapes after I've peeled them off, maybe the excess, something that's left over like that right there. I'll take and peel the tape off the back of it and stick it on here, and then later on there's something on there I can use. So those are some things you saw me do. Another thing I did on this that I enjoy doing, when I outlined those flowers in that kind of pink and the black, that was a soft pastel. And sometimes the pastels, when the acrylic paint hits it, will do some nice things. I kind of like working with soft pastel and acrylics together. You get some neat colors. Also used my Cardinage Neo Pastel watercolor crayons, which was a good mix. That's what I did the stems with and around the flowers. So a little bit of a close-up look for you to kind of take a look at my little guy here and what's going on with him. You can see paper tape and all the bird. I even did it up in here, and these were, I had cut out, you saw me cut out some circles for down here out of my paper tape, and then the circle stencil that's left over I used up here and added to those. So that's what I did here, among other things, and just playing and having fun as usual. So glad to have you. Apologize for being a little sick, but I think the artwork turned out okay for a sick lady. So you guys enjoy, and we'll see what happens next Monday. Thanks for coming by.